doctors. My name is Emily, and today we have a very special report all about sleep. Today you'll be hearing about EEG in sleep, brainwaves in sleep, the stages of sleep in REM and NREM. Let's talk a little bit about the basic sleep patterns and how many hours most people need to sleep. Daily sleep and waking periods are what create a variety of sleep patterns in a 24-hour time period. Environmental factors like light and dark as well as time are what help keep us in such a steady rhythm. The amount of hours slept also affect your sleep pattern. Fun fact, did you know that infants on average sleep 16 hours a day, while teenagers only need 9 hours? Now let's talk about EEG with Rebecca in her lab in Canada.
Thank you, Dr. Emily, for that lovely introduction. The weather here in Canada is lovely, as always, and what is better to do on a lovely Canadian day than talk about EEGs and sleep? Let's get started. An EEG is a type of physiograph. A physiograph is a type of instrument used to record and measure the changes in heart rate, breathing rate, and muscle tension. An EEG, however, is a slightly more advanced technical instrument used to measure the amount of activity in the brain when sleeping and the amount of brain waves given off when sleeping. So, how does an EEG work? Well, small circular sticker-like things called electrodes are placed on the head with wires running from them, leading to the EEG, or also known as the electroencephalogram. The brain gives off weak electrical signals from the millions of firing neurons. These signals are amplified and fed into the EEG, telling us how active the brain is when we're asleep. There are usually 3 to 8 electrodes placed on the head, and the signals are recorded on a piece of paper and turn out something like this. So, when you're asleep, in the early stages, the EEG might produce something such as this, and as you fall into deeper sleep, it turns into something like this. Now here's a picture of the brain of something that you might see, not from an EEG, but just to give you an example of what it might look like when you're asleep. So here you can see that the brain activity is very low. The red means that's the most activity going on, and there's not much of that, so you can tell that the patient is asleep. Well, that wraps it up for my presentation on EEGs and sleep. Thank you for listening. Back to you.
Now here's a special report about brainwaves from Dr. Bagnall, PhD.
Oh hey, you just caught me off guard. I was just writing about brainwaves. You see, in different stages of sleep, we get different brainwaves. For example, when we are awake, we get beta waves, which have the highest frequency and the lowest amplitude. Next, we have alpha waves, which occur when your eyes are closed or you're feeling relaxed. Alpha waves have to do with the occipital lobe and activity in it. Next, we have stage 1, which is where theta waves and hypnic jerks occur. Hypnic jerks are when you're lying asleep, falling asleep, and then all of a sudden you twitch and involuntarily wake up. Next, we have sleep spindles, which happen in stage 2 of the sleep cycle, where waves increase in frequency with sudden increases in amplitude. The last brainwaves we have are delta, which occur in stages 3 and 4. They have the slowest frequency and the highest amplitude. They're also associated with the deepest parts of our sleep.
That was great, Sarah. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to have a live discussion with our doctor panel.
Hey there! Today we have a special report on the 2 basic states of sleep. The first one is REM, which stands for rapid eye movement, and this occurs soon after a person falls into a deep sleep. Brain activity is so rapid during this time that EEG patterns look almost as if the person is awake. Dreams occur in this state of sleep and are long, clear, more detailed, and bizarre. Areas associated with imagery and emotions are active during this time, which causes the dream to be more vivid. The rapid eye movements sometimes correspond to dream activities, but while your eyes are moving, your body is in sleep paralysis. In early life, it stimulates the developing brain of children, and in adulthood, it helps us process emotional events and build new memories. The second state is NREM, or non-rapid eye movement. This is usually dream-free and happens during every stage of sleep. If dreams do occur, they are not easy to recall or describe. The main function of this type of sleep is for us to recover from daily activities and any bodily fatigue. It is an important time for people to rejuvenate and be ready for the next day. Some people question the purpose of REM sleep, but it is just as necessary as NREM sleep. They both play a very important role every single day, and without either, we wouldn't be able to function.
Hi, this is Dr. Margot,
Dr. Sarah.
Dr. Ilana.
and we're here to talk about the stages of sleep. Anybody in the audience want to volunteer to show us how this works? Me! Come on up. What's your name?
Haley.
Nice to meet you, Haley.
You too.
All right, we just want you to lay down on this table. There's your pillow, nice and comfortable. All right, so when Haley's preparing to drift off, she's going to be going through alpha and theta stages, and this is when you have a lot of alpha and theta waves. This is a period of dreaminess, almost like daydreaming. We actually have alpha and theta waves going through our brain a lot during the day. Yeah.
The amount of waves, they differ between each person.
Okay.
Fun fact, those who practice meditation, they hang out in this stage because it's a very restful place.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just relaxing.
Relaxing all the time and you're very peaceful with yourself.
Very cool.
During this stage, it's also very common to experience extremely vivid sensations of free falling, which are called hypernic jerks.
Whoa! Did you just see that? What was that called again?
A hypernic jerk.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Happening before our eyes. Now she's gonna
And
go.
followed by muscle contractions, and that's wakes you up. Now she's gonna go back to sleep. She realized it was just a dream.
Still working through stage 1. All right, Alana, what do you have to say about this?
Well, we also experience hypnagogic hallucinations where you can maybe hear your name being called or a doorbell.
Is that the door?
No, it's
No,
okay.
it's not. Go back to
Oh,
sleep.
okay.
Recently, I thought I heard the doorbell, but realized that it was a hypnagogic hallucination and went back to sleep.
Okay.
We then began into theta, which is still a relatively light period between being awake and asleep. This usually lasts about 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, the average sleeper takes around 7 minutes to fall asleep, but Haley looks super comfortable, so we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Do you hate tossing and turning for hours on end when you know you should be sound asleep getting a good night's rest? Well, we have a solution for you. We know you like the original Ambien, but now we have a new and improved Ambien CR. This new medicine not only makes you fall asleep faster, but lets you stay asleep
So
longer.
you can do more of what you love.
FDA approved, don't use while pregnant. Side effects include nausea, dizziness, spontaneous combustion, runny nose, insomnia, hair and teeth loss, bluing of the skin followed by immediate death, breaking out in a song and dance, vivid hallucinations, loss of bladder control, uncontrollable smiling and flailing of the arms, speech impediments, crossing eyes. Severe cases of mild cough have also been reported but are less common. No need to contact physicians if you experience these side effects. Permanent damage is likely. Don't you want to be happy and healthy again? Try new Ambien CR, available only by prescription.
Thanks, Ambien CR.
Welcome back to the doctors. I'm Dr. Margot, and we're observing a patient go through the stages of sleep. She's currently in stage 2. This is usually going to last about 20 minutes. You would say 20 minutes? Yeah, 20 minutes.
During this stage, our brain begins to produce very short periods of rapid rhythmic brainwave activity, known as sleep spindles.
Oh, like what Sarah was talking about in her special report. Very interesting.
Also, body temperature and heart rate begins to slow down.
Great. So now we're going to work up into stage 3. We're going to take a short break. This should only take about 5 minutes because Haley's very comfortable. Welcome back. We've now entered stage 3. This is a transitional period between light sleep and very deep sleep.
Crap.
Yeah, what kind of waves are going on? And
this period?
Delta?
Delta, right. Those are beginning to emerge during this stage. Let me just check her heart rate. Whoa, it's slowing down a lot. I think we've entered stage 4. This is sometimes referred to as delta sleep because of the delta waves that are occurring during this time.
Stage 4 is a deep sleep that lasts for about 30 minutes.
And very common during this stage is sleepwalking and bedwetting. Typically happen at the end of stage 4.
Whoa. I think we're observing some sleepwalking right now. Haley,
Come back.
let's come back. Let's lay down.
Lay down.
Oh, wow.
That was
interesting. There you go. Back to bed. That was interesting. We just observed some sleepwalking happening. I mean, she could have, for all we know, gone outside and ran in front of the car, but we stopped her, thankfully. That was, wow. All right, well, Haley's pretty much fast asleep. When we come back, we'll talk about the cycles of sleep. Hi, welcome back to the doctors. We're here with Dr. Margot, Dr. Sarah, and Dr. Alana. And Haley is currently in stage 4 of the sleep stages, correct? Yeah, and
She's pretty sound asleep.
she's pretty sound asleep. She's pretty comfortable. So we thought we'd take this time to talk about the cycles of sleep. So sleep typically does not progress through all of the stages in sequence, right?
Yeah, sleep begins in stage 1 and progresses through all the way to stage 4. And then after stage 4, we reoccur through stage 3 and 2, like multiple times. And it's repeated before you go into REM, which is rapid eye movement and sleep.
Very cool. So we're actually going to wake up Haley because it is the middle of the day, right? She probably has things to do. So, Haley, wake up. Oh, thank you so much. That was great. You were an awesome volunteer.